Hi, today I'm going to show you how I would put a budget bra together. So I'm going to use this as a costume later on in the year for a show that I'm doing. So I've started off with a black and white bra. It's just plain, simple up to now. Either side of the bra has got 2 lines of stitching. I'm going to cover over the stitching with beading. So it's just little beads that I have sourced. I have a whole box of costume and trimmings that I've picked up over the years from card boot sales, from charity shops, from friends, from just bits of old broken jewellery that I've come across. And this is just the black beading that I would use for either side of my bra so that they're both symmetrical together. One side is going to be different from the other, but they're still going to be pulling together and they'll look the same. So on this side I wanted some feathers, but I didn't want anything too big that you couldn't see what was going on. So this again is an old necklace that I had. I bought it and never used it. So I've pinned it to this side because I feel that it looks better on this side than the other side. I pin everything for costume wise together first. I never pop any glue anywhere near until I'm satisfied that I'm happy with what I have. So I like it on this side and it looks pretty effective. There's a bit of green in there as well, bit of sequins, so it's going to pull all this in together just shortly. On this side I'm going to pop on an old necklace that I had lying around, so it's an old choker. So I've measured either side, so I want the heart of it to kind of sit in the middle. So again I would just pin this on to make sure that it's doing what it should and it's working for me. Right along the top of the bra, right along here like so. I'm not going to wear any of this stuff again, so why not use it? And then just pop it out a little pin up here just to secure it. That actually looks pretty good. So the little beads on this bra, on this necklace, pulls in the beads on this bra. I'd also like to put something along the edge of this. Not so much fringing. I'd like something just a little bit different. So what I'm going to put on is some of this. So this is just beaded ribbon, and I would just, again, I have measured to make sure that it is going to fit right along, right to the other side of the bra. And it's black and white, so the black looks really quite effective against the white. So then I've pinned it, and then if I need to make any adjustments to this, I can just undo the pins like so. And again I would probably pin this up here just to make sure so it's got a bit of a curve following round. Pop it up on the top so you cover everything. There we go. That looks pretty good. And from here I want to have something in the middle, so I'll tuck that in. So what I want to put in the middle, it's going to reflect the black and white as well. So in the middle I'm going to pop in, this is a black and white brooch with some white and black beading, a bit of lace and a bit of white ribbon, which kind of pulls all this together. So if I pop that in there like so, it looks like it's meant to be there. And this is the finished article. So that's all I would do to that bra. I wouldn't do anything else to it. That to me is enough on there. Too much and it takes away everything from you. I would then team it up with, so this is a beaded choker that I have found. I would probably add something else to pull this in as well. So I would either add a tassel, which we all have, and I would either pin the tassel here, that looks pretty good, or you could add an odd earring that you have hanging around. Again, it looks effective as well. I personally like this. I think it's quite nice. So from there I would then add on something from the bottom. So on the bottom side, I've got a white suspender belt here. and I would add a bit of black on this as well. So I have an old belt that I have sourced from somewhere along my travels, and again I would pin it up. So the costume doesn't have to be expensive, the costume doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg, but you want it to look effective, and just by doing little bits and pieces you will be able to make it look effective, like so. And this again, because I've got fringe in here and I've got a bit of bead in as well, this has got beads and little pom-poms and little tassels on, and I would then intricately pop all these on like so, and then again on the other side, so I'd have the tassel parts hanging down properly, so that, there we go. And then probably this bit in the middle here would be another one that I would pin down. So pin it from here, and I would probably leave that just as it is, because it looks really good. Looks really good. You can always add either black and white frilly pants, which again would pull all this in. So you could put it all together, pin it to whatever you're pinning it to, your mannequin, yourself or your friend, have a look at it. Or you could add in a pair of these, which is sort of French knicker type things, which again, because they're black and white frilly, would work equally well with this as well. I would team it with a black boa, so I'd pop on my black boa over it as well, and if I wanted to, I would use a hat. So using a hat again to bring it in, so from a black top hat I would add a bit of white. So this is one of those headbands that you get from eBay, just a few pounds, like so, and probably pop it in a black feather just to bring it in so it's black and white. And that would be, and that whole outfit, believe it or not, that whole outfit has cost less than 20 quid. So it's just stuff that I've sourced wherever I've been, and it actually looks pretty good. I would team it then with probably a black garter and a pair of black gloves, and that's a costume that you can use several times over for anything. I hope that helps.